You're listening to the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network, home of the #1 sports talk show on the planet, The Doug Stewart Show.
This is a revolution in radio, the realest, trillest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show.
Broadcasting live Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to noon Eastern Time, exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
This is sports talk for the people.
Follow Stewart Media and Entertainment right now on Facebook to stay connected and locked in for upcoming events like the Couples and Cocktail Series, viewing parties, and much, much more. Up next, get ready to ride raw with the Doug Stewart Show.
This is sports talk with hot sauce, Texas Pete hot sauce, the Doug Stewart Show.
Exclusively on the Stewart Media and Entertainment Network.
Yes! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STEW to play for free. That's STEW for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STEW, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STEW. This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5ElectronicsInc.com. That's System5ElectronicsInc.com.
You will not be able to lose yourself on Skag and skip out for beer during commercials, because the revolution will not be televised.
Do you want that real sports talk? Unfiltered, unsanitized? Well, you have found it. This is a revolution in radio. The realest, trillest sports talk show in America. The Doug Stewart Show. This is sports talk for the people. Yes! What's happening? What is happening? This is the Doug Stewart Show, man. Thank you so much for joining your boy, but you know what we do at this point in the show. We bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Bring it back. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. May 7th, 2015. This is a Throwback Thursday. And oh boy. Yeah, I live for days like this. I live for days like this, shawty. I sure do. This is a Throwback Thursday. The realest, trillest, most unfiltered sports talk show in America, the Doug Stewart Show. Thank you so much for joining your boy. I really do appreciate it. Shouts out to everybody already in the chat room, already doing their thing. Shouts out to Jungle Brother, Jersey Vern, Real People Music, Chucktown Frank, Duckin' and Dodgin', Juan Cruz, Mocha Bella. Shouts out to you all. I appreciate it. In the famous words of Buckwheat, I love you. I love you. Oh, man. All right, so a ton of stuff to get into. Obviously, you know what's going on in the world of sports. We're obviously going to talk about what's going on with Deflategate, NBA playoffs, LeSean McCoy's in the news, a lot of little things like that. But the big story is what's going on with the New England Patriots. And the NFL has found that it is probable that New England Patriots personnel deliberately deflated footballs during the AFC Championship game in January, and that quarterback Tom Brady was probably at least generally aware of the rules and violations. Yes, he was. This came out on yesterday. These findings were released Wednesday in a 243-page report by Ted Wells, the league-appointed attorney who investigated whether the Patriots deflated balls in their game against the Indianapolis Colts. And keep in mind, the Colts had accused them of doing this earlier, and so this is the reason that they brought attention to this entire thing. And all right, first of all, I'm happy that they acknowledged that something went on, and it seems like they tried to kind of, I guess look at the situation through rose-colored glasses and just not slam them. Here's the thing about it: you really can't prove that Tom Brady actually did something. We know that. And this is something that I talked about months ago when this whole thing went down. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Back when this whole thing went down and everybody was trying to give Tom Brady the benefit of the doubt and saying this, that, and the other, and it's no big deal, this, that, and the other, I, on the Doug Stewart Show, was saying, if you can remember, is that he's a bold-faced liar. He is a bold-faced liar. And let me say this. This report kind of put Bill Belichick and the organization in the clear. It kind of did. But let me address this right now at the very beginning. Bill Belichick is a bold-faced liar too. And if you remember when I talked about this, I said that there was no way that they were going to find out that Bill Belichick had anything to do with this. I'm just going to say this about him right now, and I'm not really going to talk about it anymore. But if you think for 1 minute, as anal as Bill Belichick is, a guy that crosses all his T's and dots all of his I's, if you think that Bill Belichick didn't know about this, you're nuts, okay? So he did know. The problem is that the NFL and this investigation team, they couldn't prove it. And you remember I said that there was a buffer between Bill Belichick and the ball boy or the equipment manager who did that. And you know who that buffer was? It was Tom Brady. Okay? And so because of these text messages that they found, and obviously we're not stupid. We're not stupid. There's no way that these ball boys, equipment managers, would do this without the approval of Tom Brady. Now, it could be as something simple as Tom Brady mentioning it to Bill Belichick, and Belichick just give him a simple nod, like, yeah, go ahead and do it. Deflate the balls, Tom. Who cares? Go ahead and do it. But that's it. He knew, okay? And you think Tom Brady, on the other side of that equation, and I'm going to make sure, and I told myself that I wasn't going to get my blood pressure up today. These Mickey Fickies not going to get my blood pressure up today, so let me calm down. If you think that Tom Brady would do something that clearly was against league rules, that's in the rule books, and not let Bill Belichick know, once again, you're crazy. Nobody's stupid. Okay? And the NFL and Tom Brady and Bill Belichick and everybody, all the Tom Brady loyalists would pee on you and tell you it's freaking raining. We're not stupid. Okay? We're not stupid. And so I'm glad that they actually acknowledged that they had been cheating. And the bigger thing about this is this, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. And I heard cats on radio and TV just defending Tom Brady till the hilt. It's not that big of a deal. Everybody tries to get a competitive edge, this, that, and the other. The problem And the reason why they should suspend Tom Brady's punk ass for about 8 to 10 games is because the Patriots have a culture of cheating. The Patriots have a culture of bending the rules. And this isn't new. And you go back to Deflategate, or you come to Deflategate now, and then you go back to Spygate, and then you go back to Deceptiongate, in which they ran all these little bootleg, cheesy, Bush League type plays in the AFC playoffs this year against the Baltimore Ravens. And this is what they do. And that's why I say that Bill Belichick knew about this, because he has implemented this culture of cheating. And now, I've said it before, I've gone on record in talking about the best quarterbacks that I've ever seen in my lifetime, and we're talking over 40 years. And I took the step in putting Tom Brady over the great Joe Montana. Today, May 7th, 2015, I am now pulling Tom Brady's greatest quarterback card of all time and throwing it in the freaking trash. And ultimately, what does this mean? It's not going to mean a lot. He's already got the Super Bowls. If I'm the Baltimore Ravens, if I'm the Indianapolis Colts, I'm mad as hell. If I'm the Seattle Seahawks, I'm mad as hell. Well, it's not that big of a deal if you take a couple of pounds of pressure out the ball, Dougie. No, it is. Because you know why? Him being able to make a good grip on that ball and complete a throw that he may not have if the ball had total air in it or the amount of air that it should have, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Yeah, it seems very minuscule, but over the course of a game, over the course of a season, it's a big deal. And so all you out there trying to apologize for this guy and buying into this golden boy thing and the Patriots are America's team, this, that, and the other, shame on you. So just like everybody in America wants to criticize and put an asterisk by Barry Bonds' name, I today, once again, May 7th, 2015, have pulled Tom Brady from the number one quarterback in the history of the NFL. I pulled that, and I've also put a star by his name. I have. You know why? You know why? Because the New England Patriots are some cheating bastards. They are. And I don't know what the NFL is going to do, but for the record, make note of that the Patriots are some cheating bastards. I don't care what nobody says. They're probably going to try to give them 1 or 2 games or whatever, and they're going to probably say that, you know, we don't have proof, so we can't definitively rule against them. That's a lie. That's a cop-out. You know good and well they knew what was going on. We're not fools. Once again, we are not fools. If the balls didn't have the correct air pressure in them, how did that happen? It didn't happen magically. We're not stupid, man. We're not stupid. There's a culture of cheating in that organization. Damn what old ass Bob Kraft got to say. He don't know what he's talking about. He's damn near senile anyway. Belichick knew. They can't get him, but Belichick knew, and Tom Brady knows, and they're throwing them damn equipment managers and ball boys under the bus and trying to act like they don't know nothing, just looking around, like my boy B used to say back in the day. Now you just standing around just looking around. You just looking around. Ain't nobody stupid, man. And you gonna hear the truth here. I hear everybody trying to sugarcoat this because we love Tom Brady. Last night, the Puppet Factory put up a poll. Do you think this hurts Tom Brady's legacy? 80% of the country said no, and they didn't think that he should get a suspension or he shouldn't get in big trouble. 80% of the country is riding this cat jock. Oh! And I said I wouldn't go crazy today. I said I wouldn't go crazy, but stop it. We're not stupid. We're not stupid. We're going to get your thoughts, your opinions on this on the Realest Trillest show in America. We'll also talk to Sean King, former NFL quarterback, now writer for Yahoo Sports, football analyst. We'll get his thoughts on this and do what we do on the Doug Stewart Show. Keep it real, bitches! Don't go away. thinking about starting that online store, right? And you do know e-commerce makes billions a year. That's right. I said billions with a B, okay? A B. Well, just do it and do it right with my friends at AmeriCommerce. AmeriCommerce is an easy-to-use tool to sell anything online on Facebook and through mobile phones. Over 100,000 merchants and website owners have chosen AmeriCommerce to handle their stores and customers. They have the most in-depth features in the industry, which include multiple storefronts, website management from one console, a Facebook shopping application, a mobilized, optimized website, and much more. Don't let eBay, Amazon, and Zappos get all the money. Get your piece of the pie, too. Click on their banner link on thedougstewartshow.com or the app link for more details. First of all, thank you for listening to The Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on The Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there, all right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes! Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com. America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. All right, get it together, man. Get it together. You are locked and loaded and listening live to the realest, truest sports talk show in America, The Doug Stewart Show. Thank you for joining your boy. I really do appreciate it. You can email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com, or you can give us a call at 404-382-0338. As well as jump on the chat line on Spreaker.com. That's really the easy way to go, is to follow the show on Spreaker, which you're probably listening to the show right now live on Spreaker.com. Follow the show on Spreaker, and then hit the little chat bubble and jump in the chat room with all the chatters and be totally interactive. I read a lot of chat messages on the show. You're kind of like my co-hosts, my co-pilots, my wingmen. So thank you very much for that. This segment is quickly brought to you by System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle. Check this out now. If you get a free driveway probe, if you get a smart solution system, System 5 Electronics will give you a free driveway probe, all right, with that purchase. It's a wireless device that alerts you whenever a vehicle enters or exits your driveway. It shoots you a message. It can even shoot you a video to your smartphone, your computer, or whatever. So, I mean, you're up on who's at your house and protecting your house and your family. So it's a great thing. System 5 Electronics has all the latest and greatest gadgets. So check them out online and make sure you tell them that the Doug Stewart Show sent you at System 5, the number 5, electronicsinc.com. So, yeah, we're talking about the Patriots, man, in this Deflategate. And I mentioned a little bit earlier that this is a culture there with Bill Belichick. They push the limits. They push the envelope. That's what they do. And really, there's nothing wrong with pushing the envelope. And there's always been this saying or this axiom that was used in sports when I was growing up, still probably used today, and that if you're not cheating, you're not trying. But here's the other part of that no one ever mentions. If you get caught, you got to pay the piper. okay? And I don't want to hear about, well, everybody does it, this, that, and the other. Everybody hadn't gotten caught, okay? And everybody hadn't won these Super Bowls. And everybody's statistics haven't gone up significantly as far as the passing game and the production of the offense like the Patriots ever since Tom Brady made noise about the fact of the football air pressure. You do know that, right? And so, yeah, I mean, everything comes together and everything makes sense if you want it to make sense about this issue. They've been doing it for a long time. I don't believe that this just happened this year. I don't think that this was just something that the Indianapolis Colts found by kind of like happenstance when they played that game earlier in the season, and then they followed up with it in the playoffs this year in their game that they had against the Patriots. No, I think they've probably been doing this for a long, long time. So Lord knows how many games have been affected by this guy being able to grip the football better and make better throws. It really boils down to that. It boils down to he was able to grip the football better to make a throw that he probably would not have been able to make if said air pressure was accurate or correct. All right, so what are your thoughts on that? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. I read a lot of chat once again, so I'll start to read some of your chat in the next segment. Also, we do birthdays. This is kind of like a fun, serious type topic today, but we do in talking about the Patriots and the fact that we got them. We got them. Like that dude with the jacked up teeth on Facebook said, got them. We got them. We got them. We got the Patriots. But we do birthdays, take phone calls. I read a lot of your chat. We have a good time here on the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, I talked about, the culture of this and the fact with Spygate and the Patriots were fined. All right. You know the deal on Spygate, all right? Then you can even go back, and really this isn't the Patriots' fault, but it seems like they're always just mired in controversy. You can go back to the Tuckgate controversy and the playoff game against the Oakland Raiders. Really, that's not their fault. That just popped in my head. But then you talk about this whole controversy that they had in the playoffs this year where they basically inadvertently, or not inadvertently, they did it. They kind of tricked some people, all right? And talking about what happened with the situation with the substitution. They had players coming in that had the wrong numbers, and they did it kind of fast, and they went in and out, and they shuffled players, and they weren't on the line of scrimmage. I said it earlier. I think that probably is one of the more egregious things out of all of these conversations that we have about the New England Patriots, because it wasn't the way they did it. It was I can't find a better term than it was bootleg, and it was bush league, and it was cheesy. It was like somebody taking advantage of a glitch on a Madden game. In that game they played against the Baltimore Ravens, where they did all the crazy substitutions, and subsequently it's funny. That I'm very high on that being one of the bad or one of the worst things that they've done. As you know, the NFL has already changed the rules on substitutions based on that situation. So you know it was bootleg. And once again, it points to the fact that the Patriots and Belichick really, really pushed the limits, man. So what are your thoughts on this? 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. We're also going to talk about LeSean McCoy, in effect, going off on Chip Kelly, as well as the NBA playoffs. I guess I need to just mention the playoffs right now because that's the most current thing going on actually in the games. Last night, the Chicago Bulls and the Cleveland Cavaliers, LeBron James comes out like his hair's on fire, and they get a win against the Bulls and tie their series at one game apiece, 106-91. Congratulations to them. And here's the thing about the Cavs. And here's the thing about the playoffs in general. I don't think there's ever been a better time for a team like the Atlanta Hawks to steal a championship. I don't think there's ever been. Because obviously the chemistry is still kind of being questioned in Chicago with Derrick Rose coming back to the lineup late this year with all the injury issues that they've had. The Cleveland Cavaliers with all these injury issues, and then you can add on top of it now Iman Shumpert, they're not sure about him. He has a pull growing. And then you talk about J.R. Smith being out of the game. And then you talk about, all the issues that the Cleveland Cavaliers have as far as a personnel standpoint. They're not standing on solid ground either. Okay, so there's a lot of issues right now. You've got the situation where you don't have Kevin Durant for the Oklahoma City Thunder, so they don't make it to the playoffs. That was a team that was a strong competitor for a title over the last couple of years. You don't know what to make about the L.A. Clippers. I mean, they're the Clippers. So this year, more so than any year that I can remember, man, I can see a team like the Atlanta Hawks getting it done. I can. So shouts out to them. Last night for getting it done in their playoff game. All right, the number is 404-382-0338, and it really just kills me, man. And I hate to go off. I hate to just go off like that. Sometimes it feels good, but then, once again, my wife always tells me about my pressure. The doctor tells me about my pressure. But this Patriot thing just really bothers me. And if you follow me on Twitter, I sent out a tweet earlier today and talking about how, cheaters never win, except for if you're the quarterback and the golden boy, the biggest golden boy the NFL has ever seen in football, and talking about Tom Brady. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens, because the NFL is kind of caught in a pickle here. Because of all the PR disasters over the last, 6 or so months, and dealing with domestic violence and all the bad mistakes that they've made as a league, Commissioner Roger Goodell, you would think that they would come down stern on this. And you have former players even coming out very stern and hardcore against Tom Brady. You heard Marcellus Wiley say that he should be suspended for 8 games. I've even heard Trent Hasselbeck talk about, or Matt Hasselbeck talk about, that Brady knew what he was doing and he should be punished. And that's crazy because, those quarterbacks is kind of like a fraternity. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. They always bump for each other. And I've heard other quarterbacks talk about it. Troy Aikman talked about it. And nobody's a fool. Troy Aikman was like, come on, man. Of course Tom Brady knew what was going on. Of course he told these guys to do this. Okay? Of course he did. Don't be a fool. Once again, don't be a fool and think that this could have been done without the knowledge of Tom Brady and, in my opinion, of Bill Belichick. Just because you know the nature of those two guys, you know that those two guys, in particular, Belichick, is very meticulous. And I'm pointing my finger at the ceiling like your preacher used to do in the church back in the day. Okay, and I'm waving it. He's very meticulous. And if you think that there's anything that goes on in this team and Bill Belichick doesn't know about it, you're crazy. You're crazy. There's just no way possible. There's absolutely no way possible that this has been going on and these types of things have been happening where clear rules violation occurred and Belichick didn't know. It's as simple as that. It's as simple as that. Oh, well, everybody cheats. Everybody that hadn't gotten caught. We'll address the people that cheat and haven't caught at some other time. We're talking about people that cheat, clearly cheat, between the lines. Okay? Not something insignificant like Ray Farmer texting somebody during the game or the stupid-ass crowd noise that the Falcons have, which both of them have gotten penalized tremendously. Okay? But we're talking about something that happened in between the lines. And once again, it might be minuscule, but when you're talking about the ability to make better throws over and over and over again, I think it's a big deal. As a matter of fact, I think it's a huge deal. All right? So when we get back from the break, man, I'm going to read your chat and get your thoughts on this. The only place in America you're going to hear a guy get called out like this, the quote-unquote golden boy, is on the Doug Stewart Show. The only place is right here. Yeah. I wonder what would happen if this was anybody else. I wonder what would have happened if this was, I don't know, Cam Newton or anybody else you can think of. What would have happened? We'll see. We'll see. Whatever it would have happened to those other guys, to any other quarterback in the NFL, outside of Tom Brady and maybe Peyton Manning, because they're kind of like on the same level. Whatever would have happened to anybody else is going to be more than what happens to Brady. Whatever it is. If they suspend Brady for 10 games, anybody else, it would have been an entire season. If they suspend Brady for 2 games, anybody else, it would have been 10. Am I lying? If I'm lying, I'm flying. I'm going to read your chat. More of this conversation. We also got to talk about LeSean McCoy. He's going off on Chip Kelly. Don't go away, The Doug Stewart Show. First of all, thank you for listening to The Doug Stewart Show. Now, if you've been listening for a while, you know that we've grown exponentially over the first couple of months. Whether that's listens, whether that's followers, we're blowing up, and you can be a part of it. If you have a company out there and you like to promote on The Doug Stewart Show, we'd love to partner with you. Here's what you do. Email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Once again, that's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Whether that's locally, regionally, or nationally, we can get the word out. What you're talking about is middle-aged dudes that love sports and love exciting sports talk. Once again, email me at doug@thedougstewartshow.com. That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com, and we will put you out there. All right? That's doug@thedougstewartshow.com. Let's do some business. Yes!
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the #1 thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is the monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736, or online at System5ElectronicsInc.com. That's System5ElectronicsInc.com. Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. In about 15 minutes, we're going to talk to Sean King, football writer, analyst for Yahoo Sports, former NFL player. Real good guy to have on to talk about this, especially on today, with all the stuff going on with Deflategate. So stay tuned for that. And we're also, obviously, we're talking about Deflategate. I'm going to get into this LeSean McCoy story here in a second. But let me quickly throw out and talk about the birthdays on the Doug Stewart Show. Before I do that, though, National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies. They specialize in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditors and collection accounts all over the world. All right, so their core services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, an alternative for bankruptcy. From what I understand, a lot of these companies pose themselves as somebody that's going to help you with your debt and straighten things out, but then you call them and they're trying to tell you to file bankruptcy. And after that, you might not have to do that down the road, but this is an alternative to filing bankruptcy. So before you file bankruptcy, and trust me, I've been there, and I understand how, being under financial strain works, and having been there before, once again, give these folks a call, man. National Debt Relief. The number is 844-828-4975. Once again, that's 844-828-4975. All right. Today's birthdays. Happy birthday to Earl Thomas, 26-year-old safety for the Seattle Seahawks. Beast of a player. Alex Smith, another NFL player, 31 years old today. Kansas City Chief quarterback. Former San Francisco 49er quarterback. Sean Marion, the Matrix, turns 37 years old today. Happy birthday to him. And, you know who Nora Louise Kuzma is? That's the great Tracy Lords. You know who Tracy Lords is, right? She's like a legendary porn star, from what I've heard.
I knew you would know. That's why I gave it to you. I was hoping, I'm a person filled with hope, but no. Of course you know who she is.
So the voice you hear that just jumped into the show just now is the Tree of Life, the producer to the Doug Stewart Show. And she sends me, a lot of times, the birthdays in the morning. And why did you think I would know who Tracy Lords was?
I didn't want to even talk to you about it. A lot of times when I give it to you, I'm just like, I'm not going to say anything. I'm going to see how your face lights up, or maybe you get the curb your enthusiasm face. No,
it's nothing.
You knew.
It's nothing nastier than an old retired porn star. And you know what? Chances are, I don't watch porn. Chances are she's probably still in the business, right? I mean, I don't know. Did your notes tell you she was still in the business?
Well, first of all, they start off by saying actress, singer, model. No, boo. Keep it real.
You have sex for money.
You ride Raw, and you rode Raw as a minor.
Wow. Yeah. It was amazing.
Minor.
Yeah. She was 15 when she started? It seems like that name has been around forever. Okay, so I'm 45 years old, and she's 47. So, I heard the little kids on the playground talking about Tracy Lords when I was in middle school. And now I get it.
Very concerning. I want to slap her parents.
Oh, man. Well, she's probably a runaway or something like that. Half of these, and I'm not stereotyping, but I guess I kind of am. Half of these people in porn and these strippers, half of them come from broken homes, and they're runaways and stuff like that, man. They got real tragic stories, behind the scenes. So bless her heart.
Did you see how much money the industry lost when it was revealed that she was a porn star? An underaged one.
No, I didn't read the story.
They took money back from
the production companies?
Yeah, sales of videos.
Wow. Interesting. Yeah, that's one of the more prevalent names. Like maybe one day, and you are listening to the Doug Stewart Show, and I always have these, maybe one day we'll do the top 5 most recognized porn stars of all times. Maybe we will do that. I mean, it's a guy's show. I mean, there's certain names that just,
I was afraid of that. See, I thought you would do it today, but I didn't hand you the sheet till later.
Well, we got too much other stuff to do today, so no real top 5 today, or no Dougie Dale or anything like that today. But yeah, maybe we'll put that away in the vaults.
That's after dark.
Yeah, you remember the great Vanessa Del Rio? You've even heard that name before, right, Tree?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, of course so, says the lady that rides Raw all the time or talks about it. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Yeah, so maybe we'll do that at some point. The top 5 most famous names in porn. Maybe that's a Dougie After Dark show. I don't know. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Once again, in about 10 minutes, we're going to talk to Sean King, former NFL quarterback, get his thoughts on the draft. First of all, he's like one of those draft gurus, and we haven't really had anybody on to kind of tie up all the loose ends with the NFL draft, as well as he'll give his thoughts on Tom Brady and this Deflategate scandal. But let me read your chat, and we do read a lot of chat here on the Doug Stewart Show. Go to the chat room on Spreaker.com and just jump in. Create your little avatar, your name or whatever, your handle, and shoot me some chat, and I'll read it like I'm about to do right now. From Matt, laugh out loud. They cheating for money. Charge him with RICO. Yeah, you technically could do that. Exactly. They always want to drop RICO on everybody else. Chef Ivan the Great. Got to say at least Floyd and no cheater like Brady and Belichick. You can say all you want about Floyd Mayweather Jr. He does it with his hands. There's no way you can cheat doing that sport. Rel Scott, if you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. Pat's memo. Harvey Scott, Golick threw Jerry Rice under the bus defending Brady. Well, you know what? And I heard Golick, and I always tell people to listen to the show. I do have on the background when I'm preparing for the show in the morning. I do have in the background the Mikey Mike show. And Golick obviously has done a lot of cheating in his life, and he took the liberty whenever, to try to, I guess, take away a little bit of the sting from this whole story. Has talked about some other incidences where guys talked about them cheating. And he talked about how offensive linemen wore or put grease on their arms and on their jerseys. And he mentioned how Jerry Rice mentioned a couple of years ago that he used to use stickum after it was outlawed in the NFL. And guess what? Jerry Rice technically is a cheater too. But Jerry Rice didn't get caught when he was playing. There's a difference. Yeah, I hear what you're saying, and I guess technically you could say that Jerry Rice should be called a cheater. He should be. Okay. And what? So does that mean that we shouldn't call Tom Brady a cheater? No. He's a cheater. He's been caught. Which makes Tom Brady, once again, worse than Jerry Rice, is he's been caught while he's been playing the game. Okay? Jerry Rice acknowledged just a couple of years ago. I don't even know if it was a couple of years ago. It was in the discussion of cheating and trying to get an advantage over your opponent. I understand all of that. But this is apples and oranges. Jerry Jones is a retired football player. It's a wrap. Catch me if you can. Okay? It's a huge difference between a guy that's playing right now and just won another Super Bowl, which a lot of people can contribute to him cheating and being able to throw footballs even better because there's no damn air in the ball, and a guy that many years after the fact that he's retired in the Hall of Fame and working in corporate America says that he used to put stickum on his hands. There's not even a comparison. J-Rob, I'm nuts, Doug. Belichick didn't know about this. He's not going to deal with balls. That doesn't sound right. The balls are too low for Belichick to deal with. Now, Brady and the ball boys knew. I don't think Belichick didn't know. Here's the thing, and maybe you missed me when I said this earlier. Of course Belichick knew, because you know why? Because the stickler that he is and has been known to be, and the fact that he's very, very particular about everything. Do you think Tom Brady would do this without running it by Bill Belichick? Once again, you're crazy if you think he didn't. Okay, and it could have been something very simple. It's something as simple as, hey, coach, ball's kind of hard. You think it'd be okay? And this is just real nonchalant, real casual. Coach, you think it'd be okay? This is Tom Brady talking. You think it'd be okay if I had Marco take a couple of pounds of air out of the ball? Go ahead, just do it. And that was it. It's as simple as that. Go ahead. And I'm doing my Belichick impersonation. Go ahead, just do it. And walked away. But the point is he knew about it. He knew about it. Don't think that Tom Brady did something like this, especially with the history and the fact that the New England Patriots have been in trouble and have been questioned about ethics and morality and cheating in the past. Don't think for a minute that Tom Brady didn't at least run this by Bill Belichick. You're crazy. like I said at the top of the show, once again, there was a buffer between Belichick. That's why he was so outspoken. That's why he was so demonstrative in saying that he had nothing to do with it, and he doesn't know this and he doesn't know that, because he knew good and well there was no way they could track it to him. Don't be a fool, man. Of course Belichick knew about this. Stop it. And I'm not arguing to saying that they should look more into it, because they aren't going to be able to prove anything on Belichick. They can prove it on Brady. Please. Come on, man. Look at the personality of Bill Belichick. He wants to know everything. He is the epitome of a micromanager. That's him. That's his claim to fame, being a micromanager. Coming off the heels of Deflategate and their morality once again. Or their ethics being questioned at every corner? You think Brady would do this without not telling Bill Belichick? No, man, you don't believe that. But once again, there's really neither here nor there, because we can't prove it. But just know that Doug Stewart knows he's a lying Mickey Thicky. Damn right he knew. And they some cheating bastards. I'm going to read a lot of your chat, man. We're going to talk to Sean King coming up next. But after we talk to Sean King, I promise, after that conversation and the entire next segment, I'm going to read chat. Don't go away. Keep it locked. This is The Doug Stewart Show. System 5 Electronics is proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's just a few reasons to choose System 5. Not only is their monitoring station located here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this. You own your security alarm system once it's installed. Not only have they been around for almost 25 years, but their customer service is excellent. And you get direct access to the owner, Mr. Maceo Brown, to resolve any issues with your alarm system. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. And make sure and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Yes. This is your boy Doug Stewart, one half of the Two Live Stews. Check out my brand new daily show and podcast that airs live Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Spreaker.com. That's the Doug Stewart Show daily at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Spreaker.com. Or check out the podcast anytime, 24/7. If you're not stewing, what in the world are you doing?
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, and they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
Welcome back to the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. We coined that term. talking about the NFL and what's going on with Deflategate and Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. Getting your thoughts on that. I'm going to read a lot of your chat here in a second. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can email me at doug@thedougsstewartshow.com. You can also hit me on the chat line on Spreaker.com. But right now, joining me is former NFL quarterback, now analyst for Yahoo Sports. Sean King joins me on the Doug Stewart Show. What up, Sean?
What's up, Doug? How you doing, brother?
Man, I'm doing fantastic, man. How about you?
I can't complain about anything. I can't complain about anything at all.
Okay, Sean, we got a little echo with you. Let me put you on hold here for a second.
Is it echoing still?
Okay, we got you back. All right, Sean, you there?
Okay. Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. So, obviously, man, we wanted to get you on and talk a little bit about the NFL draft and all the other big stories going on in the NFL. But straight off the bat, give me your winners and your losers for this year's NFL draft in the NFL.
It's so hard to really know, but based on the evaluation I had, I thought Baltimore, did an outstanding job. Ozzie Newsome, one of the best in the business. It seems every year, the Ravens seem to do a great job mastering the draft. I thought New Orleans, got, a lot of guys that I think are going to help contribute for them in 2015. I thought Tampa did an excellent job, not only with Winston, but then going back-to-back with guys protecting. And I thought the Falcons, I thought, Scott Pioli and crew, they did a tremendous job. You look at, just their first 5 picks, and I thought they hit on every one of those picks.
Right. And talking about the Falcons in particular, Vic Beasley, the number 1 pick for the Falcons out of Clemson, edge rusher, is a guy that really can play that Leo position just like Coach Quinn used in Seattle. Talk about Vic Beasley. A lot of people saying he's kind of undersized. What do you think about Vic Beasley?
Well, I think when you look at Dan Quinn and what he was able to do with a guy like Bruce Irvin, what he was able to do with Michael Bennett, with I'm drawing a blank on the defensive end that came over from Detroit. I'm sorry, to Seattle. Mm-hmm. But he's proven that with some of those undersized guys that specialize in rushing the passer, that he can fit them, right into that scheme. And that's why I think that's an excellent selection. Jalen Collins, perfect fit for what they do. He likes bigger corners. They're going to play a lot of that cover 3 stuff, and then he's going to be outstanding. Grady Jarrett, the guy they picked in the 5th round from Clemson. To me, he's a poor man's Aaron Donald. Tevin Coleman, getting that kind of explosive game-changing back, to pair with Freeman, who they took last year. I just thought they really hit on a lot of targets. And Justin Hardy's a guy I like, too. I did an East Carolina game 2 years ago, and he really jumped off the screen as I was preparing for that contest.
Talk about Tevin Coleman a little bit more. We already got Freeman that really has done some great things as well as Anton Smith at that running back position. We're down here in the South. It's all ACC, all SEC, so we don't see a lot of Big Ten football. Tevin Coleman out of Indiana, what type of back is he, and do you think he's going to be successful at this level?
Explosive. He's what you call a home run hitter. He's the guy that has that track top-end speed. He's a one-cut runner. He hits the hole. He can be gone in a flash. Indiana didn't have a great team. He was their best player by far. Team's really keen on stopping him, and he still found a way to produce every week. I think the Falcons fans are going to really, really like Tevin Coleman and what he brings to the table.
Finishing up with Sean King right now from Yahoo Sports, talking some NFL draft. Quickly, we'll get his thoughts on what's going on with Deflategate. One last thing, because the Cowboys always in the conversation. Randy Gregory, the Falcons or the Cowboys take him late in the 2nd round. You know about the controversy, him failing a drug test at the Combine. Do you think this was a good gamble by the Cowboys?
I do, and the reason I do, Doug, is because of one person, Rod Marinelli. I think when you look at Marinelli's track record, his resume, he seems to be the one D-line coach that can communicate, that can get the most out of guys who some people may have struggled with getting to, consistently do the right thing. So because of Rod, I think that's a great fit for Dallas. I also think it's a great opportunity for Randy Gregory. I don't think he could go to a place where he's going to get better tutelage and coaching.
All right, finishing up with Sean King right now from Yahoo Sports. All right, everybody in America is talking about it, Sean. The NFL has found that it's probable, and it's crazy how they use these vague terms, but I guess they had to, that New England Patriots personnel deliberately deflated balls during the AFC Championship game in January, and that the quarterback Tom Brady was probably at least generally aware of the rules variations. What is your perspective on this? You played in the league. What are your thoughts about deflating balls and the ability to impact the game with said deflated balls?
Well, I just think it's stupid. I think it's a witch hunt. I think all 32 quarterbacks like the balls a specific way, and I think all 32 quarterbacks generally have the balls the way they like them on game day. I don't think it's a competitive disadvantage for the other team because the other team's quarterback gets to use his own balls. And they played the Colts and Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck had the balls the way he liked them. I've said this from the beginning. This is just ridiculous. If the NFL wants to stop these kind of things from happening, then they need to produce a ball that's not flawed. But obviously, the ball out of the box is a flawed ball because the NFL allows the teams to scuff it, to rub it down, to do different things so that it fits, each particular quarterback's liking.
Well, I don't know. I guess you haven't heard me, but I totally disagree with you. But, I mean, that's your opinion. I understand that. What do you think this means as far as the legacy of Tom Brady? Because right or wrong, I mean, they're saying that he actually did this. They broke a rule that was in the rule books. What do you think this means for the legacy of Tom Brady and, I guess, the perception of Tom Brady from fans going forward?
Nothing. It means nothing. Brady's a baller. They're going to be right back in the playoffs this year. It didn't affect him in the Super Bowl. He had a tremendous game, and, there probably was more attention on the balls that game than ever in the history. So, I mean, Brady's a baller. I know you probably disagree with me, but this is coming from a former quarterback. We all adjust and manipulate those balls. Right. Every quarterback does.
But you all weren't caught for cheating. I understand what you're saying. Yes, you probably do try to get the ball and make the ball to your liking, but you weren't caught cheating, breaking a rule that's in the books. So in my opinion, it's a big difference.
Well, I guess I compare it to like when you do a hard count under center, you're not supposed to bob your head. Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're trying to get the defensive line and jump off sides, you bob your head. Now, if the official calls you on it, okay, yeah, you broke a rule, but every quarterback bobs his head when he does the hard count. Mm-hmm. I mean, does that mean we're all cheating?
Right.
To me, it's just not a big deal because all the quarterbacks do it.
Right. Well, Sean, man, obviously, man, I appreciate your time, and we'll talk to you down the road.
All right, thanks for having me. Sorry I wasn't more energetic. You woke me up. I was expecting to come on an hour later. I had my coffee yet for the day.
It's all good, man. Sean, thanks for the time.
All right, boss.
There he is, Sean King right there from Yahoo Sports. And you do have that opinion out there. A lot of people, and we've heard some quarterbacks agree with them or not think that this is that big of a deal, like Sean. And then you heard some, like I mentioned earlier, and Matt Hasselbeck, and you heard from Troy Aikman and some other quarterbacks saying that clearly this is cheating, and this is a big thing. So I guess it's all from the standpoint in which you come from. I'm from the standpoint of throw the book at him. Throw the book at him because I think they knew what they were doing. I think it did give them a competitive edge, subtle as it may be. I think that they actually, or that type of thing adds up. And I think that there's a culture of cheating in that organization. That's really probably the bigger thing, more so than anything else, is that they have been found to do this type of thing or push the limits, quote unquote, push the limits in the past. Several times, not just one time, but several times in the past. So I think that you have to come out strong, once again, because of all the controversy that the NFL has been, taking over the last 6 to 8 months. I think you got to come out strong. We'll see. I don't know if the NFL will come out strong and levy a huge penalty / fine / suspension against Tom Brady. I think they have to. This is really a bad, time. This is kind of like the perfect storm or where this could be blown up to the nth degree because of what's happened in recent history with the NFL. If this would have happened before Ray Rice and before Adrian Peterson and before, the bullying scandal in Miami, maybe this wouldn't be such a big deal, but it did come out after those things. So we'll see what happens. I'm going to get your thoughts. I promise you I'm going to read a lot of your chat when we get back from the break. All right? It's Sports Talk with Hot Sauce, Texas Pete Hot Sauce, The Doug Stewart Show. Fantasy sports fans are winning huge cash prizes every day at DraftKings.com, America's favorite place to play daily fantasy sports. Daily fantasy means no season-long commitments. Play whenever you want. Just pick your sport and draft your team. It's like a new season every time you play, so you're never stuck with the same players. Last year, $300 million were won at DraftKings.com, and you could be next to win big. Go to DraftKings.com now and enter promo code STU to play for free. That's STU for free entry now at DraftKings.com. Also, if you use promo code STU, DraftKings will match your initial deposit up to $600. Deposit $600, play with $1,200. DraftKings.com, promo code STU. The Doug Stewart Show. The place where the real players play.
We're sorry, the number you have dialed is not in service.
The Doug Stewart Show.
That's a brand name. Like Pepsi, that's a brand name. I stand behind it. I guarantee it.
The Doug Stewart Show. If you ain't stewing, what the hell are you doing? Yeah! What is 911 Tax Relief? It's a tax relief company that can help you reduce or remove your IRS or state tax debt. They'll help stop bank levies and wage garnishments by implementing offers in compromise or penalty abatements. 911 Tax Relief is a tax relief company, but they're different from the others. Their experts are licensed, enrolled tax agents, and they also have more than 12 years' experience helping people solve their tax problems. They're a tax relief company that understands how the IRS works, and they'll also put that knowledge to work for you, so they can get you the best possible settlement or solution to your tax problems. Highly rated by the Better Business Bureau, and they've helped thousands of people solve their tax problems. So, don't play around. Click on their link on my website and let 911 Tax Relief help you in your situation with Uncle Sam. Hour number 2 of the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. Got to get into this LeSean McCoy thing. Today is one of those days where I really wish we could do a third hour, man. We're working on it. We are working on it, all right? Check me out on Facebook. It's the Doug Stewart Show Facebook group. It's the party after the party. It's the after party. It's Doug Stewart, the Doug Stewart Show on Facebook, and basically whenever the show's done today, listeners go in there and continue the conversation. So make sure you follow that group. And also, man, do you already have your DraftKings account? If you don't, you should. If you join DraftKings today and use the promo code STEW, that's STEW, me and DraftKings are going to match your deposit up to $600. So if you put in $600, you'll be playing and wagering with real money with $1,200. All right? So use promo code STEW, and that's DraftKings.com. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at Doug@theDougStewartShow.com. From Ronald Cameron, Belichick threw Brady up under the bus. He's just as guilty as Brady. I agree with that, obviously. Cleota72, and they say cheaters never win. Like Clay Davis. From Scotty, now we know why Tom Brady had a good winning percentage in cold weather, more so than any other quarterback. Yeah, I mentioned that earlier. Like, there's a definite line where Tom Brady, he had questioned him and Peyton Manning, and I don't have the exact details of the story. I apologize. Him and Tom Brady questioned the new rules as far as the air pressure in these footballs. And then from that point on, his stats and his numbers in cold weather were, incredibly better than anybody else in the league. You're talking about a team that plays in New England, okay, Foxborough, Massachusetts. And so, yeah, one of those things that makes you go, in the famous words of the great Arsenio Hall from Griff. Yeah, man, let's see how many will echo what you're saying, Doug Stewart. Let's see. From Rel Scott, Brady should get at least 4 games for Deflategate, sluggo BPA to the entire Patriot organization, culture of cheating. Ronald Cameron, Marcellus Wiley wants Brady to get at least 8 games. I think that whatever you would think would probably be fair, you probably need to add on a couple more games. So if you're thinking 4 games, I think maybe just to send the message, and this is one of the biggest stars in the game, and yes, we're probably paying more attention to this because it is Tom Brady, as opposed to it being, some lesser tier quarterback, Jake Locker or somebody like that. Yes, but that's the price of fame. That's the price of fame. That's the price that Barry Bonds is paid, or all these other great baseball players that were caught up in that baseball steroid scandal. Yeah, that's what all the pundits would say, is because they are big and because they are a name is why they're getting all this backlash. So, yes, I don't think you should give Tom Brady a pass on Nathan. Nothing at all from Grego. Kraft is Goodell's boss, the most influential one, in fact. So if he sticks it to Brady, that's also giving a big FU to Kraft. So here where all the policies and the politics come into play and the biases come into play. Yeah, it's definitely on record that Roger Goodell and Bob Kraft, the owner of the New England Patriots, are boys. So we'll see what happens. I just think that you can't make the mistakes like Goodell made with the Ray Rice situation, and he's still apologizing for. Many people, including myself, felt like he should have lost his job. You can't do that again. And if he's very lenient on Tom Brady, then people are going to say exactly what my man Grego just said, and it's going to look bad. Now, do they care that it looks bad? Probably not. I mean, life will go on. We'll forget about it. I mean, what more can you do but just get mad and scream and spit like I'm doing today on this show? And powerful people a lot of times don't care what we think. So that might come into play as well. From Chef Ivan the Great, BPA to Bill Belichick, Eugene Jackson, BPA goes to Tom Brady and his cheating ass Deflatriots. I like that. Chef Ivan the Great, Beto and Rochelle Nichols better hate on the Patriots cheating asses. They're not going to do that. Michelle Beto and Rachel Nichols, obviously, in that controversy this past weekend on not being allowed their credentials for the Floyd Mayweather fight because of past reporting on Floyd and his character and domestic violence outside of the ring. From J. Rob, Seattle shouldn't be mad at the Patriots. The balls, I'm sure, were heavily checked as it was scrutinized to the nth degree for the Super Bowl. What Seattle should be mad about is handing the damn ball to beast mode. I guess technically your statement, J. Rob, is correct because you know good and well this happened after the Deflategate story came out, the Super Bowl. So, yeah, you best believe that the balls were probably right and checked and rechecked in the Super Bowl. I guess you technically should say that you could be mad at the Patriots for actually getting to the Super Bowl. And Sean King obviously differs in opinion about this. But to me, one throw, if you were able to complete one pass, whereas you wouldn't have been able to complete this pass if you didn't have as good of a grip, and that helped you win a game, and that helped you get past the Baltimore Ravens, or that helped you get past Indianapolis Colts to get into the Super Bowl, my mind says that there's a huge argument that you shouldn't even have made the game. Okay? Who's to say that what Tom Brady and this organization did with these footballs didn't help them win football games? You'll never be able to verify that or prove that, but you can't argue that may not have been the case. You can't. I think it's a huge deal. And it's in between the lines. Unlike anything else and all of this other peripheral stuff, you're talking about affecting game play. And I haven't heard anybody really break it down like that. That if this helped Brady make one better throw to help him win one more game in the playoffs or whatever, even before that and winning games to pad their record so that they make the playoffs, then it matters. Yeah. I mean, seemingly it sounds like something really minuscule once again, but hey, who are we to say? We don't know. It could have been a huge deal. Cleota 72. Oh, he knew they all knew. If a DB can catch the ball and say, this don't feel right, surely Brady, who touches the ball only second to the center, he knew. And that's a very good point. If a defensive back, I don't think it was a defensive back, it was a linebacker actually. If a linebacker for the Indianapolis Colts in a regular season game, and it might have been a defensive back, it doesn't even matter to the point. If a defensive player can intercept the ball in a game and instantly say, man, damn, this ball feels flat, to the point where he took it to the sideline and showed his coaches or showed the officials, I think it's a big deal. I think it's a huge-ass deal. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Great point, Cleotis. From J-Rob, Doug, let me ask. So we don't know how long Brady has been doing this. I'm jumping in here. I'm thinking that he's been doing this for a long-ass time, whatever that may be. This year, the last 2 years, the last 6, 7, 8 years. Continuing with the email from the Post. So what has the other great quarterbacks done? We're not talking about nobody else. Let me stop you right there. We're not talking about anybody else. And all of these examples that Mike Golick threw out this morning about Jerry Rice and these other players, we're not talking about them. What does one thing have to do with the other? They didn't get caught. If these people did do this and have been finagling these footballs for years, we don't know. They haven't been caught. Tom Brady's been caught. So don't try to switch the narrative. Don't do no bait and switch. No, let's focus, bruh. And you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. Let's focus. Let's focus on the issue at hand. The issue is Tom Brady. I'm not even going to read more of your email because it's just debunked that whole thing. But Ronald Cameron, man, I'd love to hear what Marshall Falk has to say about this. He hates the Patriots. From J.B. Jennings, Brady got to get multiple games for this, sir. It's only right. From Eugene Jackson, Brady should get 4 games, and New England better lose a draft pick also. Slugger, when I start listening to your opinion and my blood pressure starts to boil, that's my spirit telling me I don't need it. So, bump the talking head's opinion. You already know what it is. The equipment guy should write a tell-all book and put those cheaters on blast. Oh, yeah, that's a real come-up right there for the ball boy. A tell-all book? They throwing his ass under the bus. Can you imagine? Because you know how it is, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. You know how it is. These professional athletes with all the money, they got egos, and the ball boy and the equipment manager, they're kind of like, they look right through those guys. Can you imagine the dirt that the equipment manager or a ball boy can write from what he's seen in the New England Patriots locker room over the last couple of years? Can you imagine what type of signing bonus this guy would fetch if he went to a publisher about this story? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I say do it. I say do it. Leon, would it be a big deal if Warren Moon let the air out of balls? It would be. It would be. It'd be a huge-ass deal. From Harvey Scott, this is why the Puppet Factory is losing credibility, because the investigators have the text messages and phone records between Brady and the guy, and still ESPN is bumping for this guy so hard. That's exactly right. And now the text messages, it looks like they were trying to be evasive and they were trying to be vague in the conversation back and forth between Brady and the ball kid. Which is really crazy to me that the guy just didn't delete all of his messages between him and Brady. I don't know if they went back into the whatever the hard drive is for a phone and were able to pull this information even after being deleted or not. But that's crazy in itself. But yeah, Brady hadn't had any conversation with this kid, and I'm saying he's a kid because in my mind a ball boy is a kid, is a young person. Brady hadn't had any conversation, any dialogue with this person for over 6 months. But the minute that this story broke, there were several messages back and forth between Brady and this guy. If there's nothing to hide, why are you blowing the dude's phone up? Why? Huh? You know why? Because your ass was cheating. You're a cheating bastards. What movie was that? You fargin' bastards. You're a cheating bastard. You are. And we're not going to let your ass off the hook on TDSS. J-Rob. I think I already read that. Stagger Lee. Oh, something funny from Stagger Lee. I know it. Is deflated balls in the same category of riding raw? No. Totally different categories, man. And I really feel some type of way of even talking about balls and deflating balls. And it's got a testicle feel to it, man. And it's just not cool. Don't go away. More of your chat up next on the Doug Stewart Show. This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brown, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. Or online at System5ElectronicsInc.com. That's System5ElectronicsInc.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
I'd been talking about red rice, frogmore stew. Another one on the list, on number 13 on this list, is peanuts taste better boiled. Yes. And as God is my witness, my wife did not know people boiled peanuts and ate them. She did not. My wife's from Ohio. And yes, boiled peanuts, if cooked right, are the bomb.
Sports talk. Straight, no chaser.
All right, so I got to clear something up. and I don't even know why anybody's mind would even work like this, but evidently it's becoming a topic of conversation. In the last segment, I was talking about boiled peanuts, okay, that come from out of the ground, not boiled peanuts. And so, evidently there's some talk in the chat room about Doug talking about boiled man parts. No, peanuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. Peanuts, okay? What is it? Peanuts? Peanuts. No, man, not boiled peanuts. Come on, man. And I see Vern in here. Damn you, Vern. Ugh. Y'all know what the hell I was saying. This is the Doug Stewart Show. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. This is the Doug Stewart Show, the realest, the trillest sports talk show in America. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Talking about Tom Brady and the Patriots cheating asses. Getting your thoughts on that, reading a lot of your chat. I'm going to read more chat this entire segment. I promise you, I'm going to give you my thoughts on LeSean McCoy and this, I guess you call it a controversy with Chip Kelly and the Philadelphia Eagles. But let me read more of the chat, man. I really, really appreciate the chat because I'm telling you, you're kind of like my co-host. And so I show y'all love and pay homage to y'all by getting your opinions out there in the world. All right, from Fred Mack. So that's why Brady didn't go to the White House. He knew President was going to bust him out over the balls. Okay, that didn't sound right, but I guess I understand what you're saying. From Grego, Goodell has also has to think about his kickoff game potentially not having Brady, Bell, and Blunt. Can't see him letting that happen. Fined and a loss of a draft pick. Yeah, politics are going to go into this thing. From Ronald Cameron, Skip is a huge Brady fan, and I guess he's talking about Skip Bayless on First Take. Skip is a huge Brady fan, and he said he should sit 4 games. Wow. He also believes Belichick should sit for 8. Wow. Ooh. I'm shocked. Yeah, Skip does ride the testicles of Brady and Belichick. Yeah, and you know what? Once again, I guess Skip is touching upon what I think any rational person should understand is Belichick knew about this. You can't pin it on him. And it's almost like that term they always throw out whenever a college football team gets caught for illegally recruiting a player or some type of infraction. They always throw out this term, lack of institutional control. It's almost like that's the phrase you throw out there to say, we can't prove anything on your ass, but damn it, you should have known. Lack of institutional control. And I agree. I think that Bill Belichick falls under that umbrella of lack of institutional control. Mickey Ficky, we can't prove it. No, damn it, we know you did it, though. We know you knew about this. So, bam, we stamp your ass with lack of institutional control. Yes, if Skip is saying that Belichick should go for 8 games, then that's exactly what we're talking about is, listen, don't be fooled by this. Belichick has shown himself in history to be very meticulous. Once again, a micromanager. If you think Belichick didn't know that Tom Brady was doing something illegal, then you're crazy. From Texas Tie, Brady still first ballot Hall of Fame. Haha, it's not that bad. Yeah, he's probably going to be first ballot Hall of Fame. He is. What, the guy's got, 4 Super Bowl rings? Could have easily had 5, maybe even 6. Yeah, he is. But this tarnishes his reputation. This tarnishes his legacy. I'm not saying he hadn't been a great quarterback and done a lot of great things. I don't know the depth and, once again, how long they've been doing this and how long he's been getting this competitive edge. I don't know. Yeah, he is going to the Hall of Fame probably. This isn't as severe as the story of steroids in baseball. Yeah, make no bones about it. It's definitely not. And it doesn't come across that way. And I think maybe part of that reason is because records and numbers aren't held as in high regard as in baseball. In baseball, I mean, they had freaking hissy fits because cats was using steroids. And that ultimately meant the skewing of numbers. Okay, so not the same in football. I get that, but it's definitely bad. And I definitely look at him much different than I did before I heard about this story. From Texas Tie, Skip all about stirring the pot. 2 years from now, he will act like he never said it. I guess Texas Tie, I think I read one of his messages earlier. Yeah. Texas Tie is the guy that also said, shouts out to you, Texas Tie. Texas Tie is also the guy that said, Brady's still first ballot Hall of Fame. Ha, it's not that bad. So obviously a supporter of Tom Brady, no matter what the case. From Grego, I think if anyone else did it besides RG3, Bridgewater, Kaepernick, etc., then it would have been swept under the rug. Or I guess he means to say it did it besides Brady and not made into a big deal. But since it is high profile and much hated Brady, he may try to prove a point. From Eugene Jackson Ball Award to Kenny the Jet Smith for his performance last night. What did Kenny Smith do last night? I saw last night when Shaq fell down on his damn face. I don't know whether that was planned or what. Sluggo Doug. Doug hasn't gone over Shady's statement, so I don't know what he said exactly. But if that's Shady's position, so be it. And I guess this is a good time, or as any, to talk about the whole Shady McCoy story. LeSean McCoy, in an interview that he did with a news agency in Buffalo, says that Chip Kelly, in effect, got rid of a lot of players, but especially the black players. That's kind of summarizing what he said. And I've said this before. I won't go as far, and this has been going on for many, many months. A lot of speculation about this. You get rid of Trent Coles. You get rid of Deshaun Jackson. You get rid of LeSean McCoy. You get rid of the best players, but you keep Riley Cooper, who had all the inflammatory words describing black people that were caught on tape. He's not even that great of a damn player. Slow as hell. You keep him, but you get rid of all these players, and it just so happens that all of them are black. So something seems wrong with that. I said this before, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. I won't go as far as to call Chip Kelly a racist, because clearly I don't think that that's accurate. That can't be the case because, I mean, hell, they drafted several black players in this year's NFL draft. He has several black coaches on his staff. I don't think that's the case. What I feel like is that these guys had voices, or these guys had influence in the locker room. And I don't know whether it's an ego thing. I don't know whether it's a personality type thing with Chip Kelly, but he feels like that he needs to get rid of these strong voices in the locker room so that his will prevail. You understand what I'm saying? And there's something about that I can't really put my finger on. Once again, these things and all these things together kind of seem like something suspect in the neighborhood and the family of racism is going on, but that can't be the case. And for me to call somebody a racist, I got to be really sure. I got to be very definitive on that. And I just don't see that with this. I do think that there's some type of personality clash with these particular guys, and the fact that they have, once again, influence on that team and in that locker room. And Chip Kelly, coming from a background of college players, and what he says goes, and, you know, he's the judge, the jury, and the executioner. He feels some type of way about that. Is it petty? Yes. I think that's what's going on. This is the Doug Stewart Show, 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Let me continue to read more of your chat. From Ronald Cameron, Jerry Rice used to catch bricks with his bare hands. He used some stickum, but he's still the best wide receiver to ever do it. I mentioned this earlier. I just think it's a huge difference in Jerry Rice. You know another thing about Jerry Rice, the difference between Jerry Rice and Tom Brady and why it feels different to me, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show? Jerry Rice might touch the football, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times a game. Tom Brady touches the ball every snap in the game. So to me, it feels, and I can't really pinpoint why it's different. And yeah, technically, if somebody asked me, is Jerry Rice a cheater? I'd say, yeah, he's a cheater. He said he did this, which was against the rules. Yeah, he's a cheater. Yeah, okay, and what? But to me, it seems like, and it feels much different, and it feels much bigger because Tom Brady is the quarterback, and he touches the ball every single snap. He has more ability to affect the game than Jerry Rice did. Jerry Rice couldn't affect the damn game unless somebody threw him the ball. Sometimes they threw him the ball 2 times. Sometimes they threw the ball to him 10. So it just feels like it's very different in talking about the conversations between Tom Brady and Jerry Rice. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. Throwback Thursday. Want to get your thoughts on LeSean McCoy. Do you feel like there's something more sinister going on with Chip Kelly and black players on that team? It almost sounds too, and I'm not saying it's valid. I'm not saying that his opinions aren't his opinions. It seems like LeSean McCoy is outspoken about this, but it almost seems a little bit like sour grapes. I mean, move on, dude. You won. You got your money. Let it go. Let it go. And I know they keep asking him the question, and maybe he has to continue to answer. But it seems like something to me that I would have already moved on from. I don't know. What are your thoughts on it? Hit me up on the Spreaker chat on Spreaker.com, and I'm going to read more of your chat. That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to read chat, and more chat. Don't go away. This is the Doug Stewart Show. This your boy Doug Stewart for my folks at System 5 Electronics. They're proud to offer my listeners here in the Metro Atlanta area, all the way down to Macon, Georgia, the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for that busy lifestyle you lead for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's some of the reasons why you should choose System 5.
Hi, I'm Maceo Brano, President and CEO of System 5 Electronics. We take pride in making sure that security is the number one thing that we do. And thanks to you, the customer that has supported us, we have grown this company in Southwest Atlanta, where we're creating jobs and opportunities.
Not only is their monitoring station here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own the security alarm system once it's installed. And you get direct access to the owner if you ever got a problem, Mr. Maceo Brown. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. Or online at System5ElectronicsInc.com. That's System5ElectronicsInc.com.
The best of the Doug Stewart Show.
I'd been talking about red rice, frogmore stew. Another one on the list, on number 13 on this list, is peanuts taste better boiled. Yes. And as God is my witness, my wife did not know people boiled peanuts and ate them. She did not. My wife's from Ohio. And yes, boiled peanuts, if cooked right, are the bomb.
Sports talk. Straight, no chaser.
All right, so I got to clear something up. and I don't even know why anybody's mind would even work like this, but evidently it's becoming a topic of conversation. In the last segment, I was talking about boiled peanuts, okay, that come from out of the ground, not boiled peanuts. And so, evidently there's some talk in the chat room about Doug talking about boiled man parts. No, peanuts. I'm trying to say it as slow as I can. Peanuts, okay? What is it? P-E-A-N-U-T-S? Peanuts. No, man! Not boiled peanuts! Come on, man! And I see Vern in here. Damn you, Vern! Ugh. Y'all know what the hell I was saying. This is the Doug Stewart Show. This is your folk, Doug Stewart. Want to protect you and your family from life's unexpected mishaps? Then join 7. Join 7 is a prepaid legal company under the umbrella of the Protection Group. Join 7 is the only group benefit or motor club in the U.S. that offers auto reimbursement coverage, key replacement coverage, roadside assistance, gives you a current Medi-File, prescription savings, and fully encompassed prepaid legal benefits that include identity theft. They got your back. The average combined cost to purchase these benefits individually is over $850 a year. Join today and take advantage of all 7 for $17 a month. They've been around for over 20 years, so check them out by clicking on the banner link on my page, thedougstewartshow.com, or the app. Just go ahead and join 7. Party over here. Party over there. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Throwback Thursday. Man, I mean, come on, man. Are you not entertained? Huh? Huh? You know you entertained, man. I mean, who else gonna give it to you like this? Raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Oh, baby, I like it raw. Throwback Thursday in the doghouse on the Doug Stewart Show. The number to the show is 404-382-0338. You can also email me at doug@thedugstewartshow.com. I'm reading all of your chat. Obviously, last night, the Clippers and the Houston Rockets. Houston wins Game 2 of their series, 115-109. That series is tied now as well. No games tonight. And then tomorrow night, you got the same 2 games, the slate that you had last night. Hawks don't play again until Saturday. Hawks have got a nice little break in their series against the Washington Wizards, them and Golden State. I don't know why they broke it up like that. I don't know why they aren't playing tonight, but it's whatever. So the Hawks take on Washington in the nation's capital on Saturday, and Golden State on the road at Memphis on Saturday as well. 404-382-0338 is the number to the show. This is the Doug Stewart Show, and let me read more of your chat talking about Chip Kelly and LeSean McCoy, that controversy. LeSean McCoy says that Chip Kelly got rid of a lot of players and is getting rid of a lot of players, but especially the black players. And also, obviously, talking about the Tom Brady stuff. What are your thoughts on that? Had Sean King on a little bit earlier. He played in the NFL. I mean, much respect to him. I just disagree. Sean King thinks that it's not a big deal. He thinks that it's a witch hunt, which doesn't fit the description and the definition of a witch hunt. Tom Brady doesn't fall under that category of a guy that the NFL wants to do a witch hunt on. That doesn't work. That doesn't add up. So he definitely feels that it's not that big of a deal. A lot of people feel that way, but I feel the total opposite. I think they got to throw the book at his ass, and I'm with Skip Bayless. I'm with my good friend Skip Bayless. They should throw the book at Bill Belichick's ass too. Thought I'd never say that in my lifetime. Yeah. Lack of institutional control when you're talking about Bill Belichick. Damn it, you had to know something. If you didn't, shame on you. So because you didn't know something and you should have, your ass is suspended too. And you're fined too. And the organization is fined too. You can't walk around here and tell us that you don't know what happened and damn well you know that you did. And even if you say you didn't, we don't believe you. Yes, it comes down to that. It's as simple as that. From Jesse in his truck. Oh, my gosh, look at this. Jesse in his truck. That's funny. I get that. Okay, that's cute. Chip Kelly would never get rid of Riley Cooper. Grego. If Brady is found 100% guilty, it's because of the fumbles and strip sacks, which would put the whole team accountable. From Fred Mack. And that's another thing. And even talking about the grip, and I've been focusing, and everybody's been focusing on Brady and his ability to throw the football and put up better numbers and stats in cold weather in particular. That thing transfers to all facets of the game. It's easier to grip a football with less air in it if you're a running back, a wide receiver, or a quarterback. Thus, less fumbles, less turnovers. I mean, there's so many ways you can look at this and say that this is a big deal. Okay? Yeah, if you're holding a freaking ball with less air in it than normal, your chances of holding on to said ball and gripping said football have been greatly increased. I haven't heard anybody talk about that, but that's true. That's true from Fred Mack. I don't think it's that big of a deal. I'm a Jets fan and hate the Pats, but this is a big thing about nothing. I disagree with you. For all the reasons that I've been giving you today, it is a big deal. Do you think that Marcellus Wiley and players of prominence that have played in the NFL past and present would come on record against one of the teams and one of the league's golden boys and Tom Brady if they didn't feel passionate about it in some type of way about it? Come on, man. I mean, it's a fraternity, right? And I find it hard to believe that Troy Aikman, a guy that always looks out for his brethren NFL quarterbacks, would be so stern about this in his comments and so matter of fact about this unless it was big. That ninja, deflating the balls allows for better grip and ball security. I just mentioned that. We're on the same wavelength, ninja. Yes. It matters to those who didn't play the sport. Yes. Harvey Scott, if Brady didn't get any advantage, why do it then? Of course he got an advantage. Very good point. You guys have been fantastic today with these comments. Exactly. If it didn't matter, why do it? Because it mattered. Of course it mattered. Let's not be foolish. Come on, Texas Ty. Why do it if it's not a big deal? What? Uncle Mike. You people are funny. You people are funny. So I guess Uncle Mike might be in reference to my Uncle Mike that I talked about the other day. No, I actually talked about Uncle Donnie the other day. Y'all going to create a posting account, Uncle Donnie next. You got Jesse Bryant from Uncle Mike. The difference between bobbing your head and deflating balls is that one is a judgment call by a ref. There is a rule that says what the allowable inflation weight is. Once again, a fantastic post. Yes! Totally disagree with my good friend Sean King. Totally. And he still owed me $100. That's neither here nor there. Oh, I'll tell that story one day. That ninja. Why didn't Brady win the BPA for not going to the White House? Oh, he just had staunch competition that week. I mean, he was in the running, but he didn't win it. Oh, here comes J-Rob again with more of his damn support for Tom Brady. So, Doug, are you saying that all NFL coaches should know about the balls? First of all, that doesn't sound right. I don't like saying that sentence, but anyway. So, Doug, are you saying that all NFL coaches should know about the balls? All coaches are meticulous, but all coaches don't know about the balls. That's not true. All right? Yes, all coaches are meticulous, but all coaches aren't meticulous like Bill Belichick. You know, you might could get away with this argument if it was anybody else. Anybody else in the NFL, but not Belichick. Once again, clean the sugar daddy out your ear. Bill Belichick is known in NFL circles and fans alike as being super anal, meticulous, a micromanager. He's the number one of those guys in football right now and maybe in history. Come on, we're not talking about anybody else. We're talking about Bill Belichick, man. We're not talking about practice. We're not talking about practice, are we? We're talking about Bill Belichick, man. We are talking about Bill Belichick, that ninja. When this blows over, nobody outside of Doug will bring it up again. Same old routine. And that's the problem. And I agree with that. And I think Tree had said something to me during the break. Tree, jump on for a second here. You had said something in the break to that effect as well. What would you say to me?
I really need you to wrap your mind around the fact that he's not going to get in trouble. There aren't any consequences. So just accept that. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing.
Just like your girl, Erin, or whatever her name is.
Oh, Britt McHenry. Britt McHenry. Oh, my gosh. And I actually talked to somebody at the Puppet Factory yesterday about that. And it's kind of like the company line to defend her. This person I talked to yesterday, and I'm not going to say his name, but he said that the tape with Britt McHenry was doctored, and the chick that Britt McHenry was going off on said all of these out-of-the-pocket things to her. Okay, but to me, that has nothing to do with the character shining through and on how this chick feels about other people.
She is who we thought she was.
Right, exactly. So I just left it alone. But let me say this about what I think is going to happen with this, and you say nothing's going to happen. I think something is going to happen to Tom Brady, but it's not going to be what should have happened to Tom Brady. You understand? If they give him 4 games, damn it, he probably deserves 8. If they give him 5, he probably deserves 10. I do agree. There's some politics in play here, and that he probably won't get punished like most other guys in this position would in the NFL. I agree with that.
I like your faith. We'll go with that. We'll talk. I would bet you, but it's illegal.
Well, we can bet $1. I mean, we're not on traditional terrestrial radio. Let's bet $1.
$1?
So you're saying absolutely nothing's going to happen to him?
20.
No, I don't want to bet 20. I ain't got $20. I mean, you kind of you some type of gambler. You a professional gambler.
$1.
All right, $1. Yay, I'll do that.
Ugh.
Yeah, and a lot of times I get disappointed because to me it's so glaringly blatant that I feel like everybody should see it. And I've been right on these things, man. I have been so right on these conversations over the last year. I was right on Ray Rice's sentence being reduced after he appealed it. I was right on Adrian Peterson's penalty getting reduced as well. I was right on this situation about Tom Brady when everybody was trying to sweep it under the rug. I was right in the fact of how big this is and how big of a deal this is and how there's no way possible that he didn't know about this. I was right about that. I am right on Bill Belichick. Once again, they won't be able to prove it, but I'm right. And if you think about it, you'll come to the conclusion that I'm right as well. And this is what we do on the Doug Stewart Show. This is what we do. We don't pull punches. We have a good time, too. We talk about porn stars, have fun, top fives, Dougie Dailies, all of that, too. But on a day like this, man, I mean, this is what I was put on this earth to do, man. Is to keep it real. Is to keep it real. All right, last segment of the show. I wish we had another hour. I know how you can help us. You can help us to get another hour is you can go to thedougstewartshow.com. Yes, you can go to thedougstewartshow.com. There's a little donate button to the right. Hit that button and send your boy a couple of duckies. Yes, duckies means money. Send your boy a couple of duckies just as you would for a waiter or a waitress that gives you great service. Tip your waiter. If you like what we're selling here on the Doug Stewart Show, tip your waiter, God darn it. Tip your waiter. All right. I'm going to read more of your chat, and we'll wrap today's show up coming up next on the Doug Stewart Show. Don't go away. Stay right there. Stay right there. System 5 Electronics is proud to offer my listeners in the Atlanta area the most affordable home security monitoring systems, featuring smart solutions for your busy lifestyle for as low as $16.50 per month. Here's just a few reasons to choose System 5. Not only is their monitoring station located here in Atlanta, but they also install the most advanced, up-to-date alarm systems where you can access cameras, lights, door locks, thermostats, and other devices remotely with your smartphone. 24/7 technical support, plus the lowest service call fees in the business. And check this, you own your security alarm system once it's installed. Not only have they been around for almost 25 years, but their customer service is excellent. And you get direct access to the owner, Mr. Maceo Brown, to resolve any issues with your alarm system. Click on the banner on the Doug Stewart Show website or app for more details, or give them a call at 404-756-0736. Again, that's 404-756-0736. And make sure and tell them the Doug Stewart Show sent you. Yes. This is your boy Doug Stewart, one half of the Two Live Stews. Check out my brand new daily show and podcast that airs live Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. on Spreaker.com. That's the Doug Stewart Show daily at 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Time, live on Spreaker.com. Or check out the podcast anytime, 24/7. If you're not stewing, what in the world are you doing?
National Debt Relief is one of the country's largest and most reputable debt settlement companies, made up of energetic individuals who are passionate about helping thousands of Americans with debt relief. Most importantly, we're all about helping our customers through a tough financial time in their lives with education and individual customer service. We're dedicated to helping individuals and families rid their lives of burdensome debt. Specializing in debt settlement, And they've also negotiated settlements for thousands of creditor and collection accounts. Providing clients with both expertise and proven results, this means helping customers in time of hardship to get out of debt with the least possible cost. It can also mean conducting financial consultations, educating the customer, and recommending the appropriate solution. Core Services offer debt settlement as an alternative. I repeat, alternative to bankruptcy, credit counseling, and debt consolidation. National Debt Relief is your #1 advocate group to help you reestablish financial stability as quickly as possible. So give us a call at 844-828-4975. Again, that's 844-828-4975, and work it out.
If you're not stewing, what the hell are you doing? This is the Doug Stewart Show. And, man, I said it earlier. I live for days where I can just speak truth and be the only guy, for the most part, keeping it real, for lack of a better phrase. And talking about this Deflategate thing. And Tom Brady and his cheating ass. And Bill Belichick. Some cheating bastards. They are. That's the title of today's show. Robert Kraft. And Robert Kraft, he's in good faith supporting these dudes. I heard the little comments from Tom Brady's dad. And Tom Brady's dad, that's his son. Of course he's going to support his son. And once again, they're very vague in this report, this Wells report. Very vague in the fact that, he probably did do this, but we really technically can't prove it. So, he'll probably continue with the same narrative, him and his dad. We didn't do anything. This is just, misunderstanding or anything like that, because they don't have any tangible proof of this outside of some text messages and emails that kind of say he knew about it, but, you really can't pin that on him. So they're going to continue to say that. I really doubt, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show, I really doubt that Tom Brady will come clean on this. I really doubt it, because, once again, this is kind of like anybody that's been caught in a lie. They've dug such a deep hole, they can't get out of it. And to try to get out of it and to try to come clean would be that much more embarrassing. So I don't project Tom Brady getting in front of a microphone and saying, I lied. I did know, and I did tell these ball boys and this equipment manager, to take air out of the balls. I don't expect that at all. I mean, why would we expect that? I just don't expect that. So we'll see. We'll see if I'm wrong about that. I don't think I'm wrong, but we will see. This is the Doug Stewart Show. Let me read more of your chat. You can hit me up on the Spreaker chat at Spreaker, on Spreaker.com, the Doug Stewart Show. From Texas Tide, Doug, it's a big deal as far as the season goes. I'm just saying not that big of a deal as far as Hall of Fame goes. No, he's going to make it into the Hall of Fame. I think what this ultimately means is it's a nick on his legacy and on his reputation. Yeah, he's going to the Hall of Fame. I don't think you can deny, and this is the same argument I would make with Barry Bonds. If you believe Barry Bonds, once again, which is crazy, because Barry Bonds has never failed any drug test, ever. But they're still keeping his ass out the Hall of Fame. They shouldn't. Just the point like you're making right now, Texas Tide, that this isn't going to keep Tom Brady out of the Hall of Fame. I don't think it should. Because Tom Brady's a great player. He's shown to be a great player. We really technically can't tell how long he's been doing this, so we don't know. We have no clue. In the same manner how I think, I'm very consistent, and you're listening to the Doug Stewart Show. In the same manner how I think Barry Bonds should be in the Hall of Fame, I think, Tom Brady should be in the Hall of Fame as well. Now, do fans look at Barry Bonds some type of way? Yes. I'm saying that we should look at Tom Brady some type of way as well, too. That's what I'm saying. But that's probably not going to be the case. That's probably not going to be the case. Unlike Barry Bonds, where Barry Bonds probably isn't going to get into the Hall of Fame, Tom Brady is going to get into the Hall of Fame. And unlike Barry Bonds, where everybody named Mama that follows the sport of baseball, the baseball purists, hate Barry Bonds, that's not going to be the case for Tom Brady. as we've seen from some of these polls that the Puppet Factory have put out there. Last night, like 80% of the country was like they didn't think it was a big deal. And those numbers have come down today. They've actually flipped. I saw a little poll that they did where I think 60 or 65% of the fans said that they think that this is going to hurt Brady's legacy. But, yeah, it's not really that big of a deal in comparison to someone else in the same position in another sport and talking about Barry Bonds. Now, all I'm saying is don't contradict yourself, okay, as a fan. Keep it real. Try to be consistent. Don't be a hypocrite. That's all I'm saying. Ronald Cameron, Doug, have you reached out to Warren Moon? He's a Stu supporter, and I'd love to hear his take on Deflategate. I will try to do that. From Terrence, if a lighter ball helped with grip and handling that much, can you explain Stephen Ridley's fumbling problem? He would have probably fumbled even worse if the balls weren't deflated. How about that? I mean, what? Dollars and cents, because Bill Belichick thinks he's smarter than everyone. That's why his boyfriend is Chip Kelly. Yeah, Chip Kelly and Bill Belichick are two peas in a pod, man. Chico de Alpha. Let that had been Cam Newton that deflated the balls. That ninja would sit the entire year and lose his UA contract. Anyone say I'm wrong, kill yourself. I mean, we don't want anybody to kill themselves, but I feel you in what you're saying. 9-0 the Rhino. Cam is in the club Chico. If it was Vic, he would be doing 3 to 5 years hard time. Damn, you saying they would have put Vic in jail for deflating footballs, huh? I don't know about that. But yeah, clearly, and to a large degree, I understand it. I get it that Tom Brady gets certain allowances more so than other quarterbacks because of the things he's done in the league. I understand that. You know, he's got a reputation. He's this great guy, all-American kid, won all these Super Bowls, compiled all these yards. He's you know, Captain America out this bitch. I get it. But when your freaking hand is caught in the cookie jar, it is what it is. I'm not going to ignore it. You know, I'm not going to ignore it. No, I think this is a huge, huge thing. I think it's a big-ass thing. It's a thing, and his ass is huge. This is a big-ass thing. Yes, sir. It's a huge-ass thing. It's like Shirley from What's Happening's ass. A big old ass. Or even Mama from What's Happening. Roger the Mama. Oh, I kill me, man. Hey, thank you so much for joining me today on the Doug Stewart Show. I really do appreciate it. Pass the word. I need you to tell at least one person about the livest, the realest, the trillest, the most unfiltered sports talk and guy talk show in America. That's what I need you to do, man. Thank you so much. Shouts out to all of the Stewies. Thank you. The Tree of Life. Waterhead Walter. Thank you. Gerald Oliveri, Dwayne Bassan. We'll do it again tomorrow, man. Continue to pass the word on the show. Same Doug Stewart time tomorrow. Same Doug Stewart channel. Peace.